Hello, hello everyone. It's Teresa with Critters Crochet. How is everyone on this wonderful, awesome Tuesday morning? I am feeling so much better. I was able to get out and drive my car yesterday. You do not know how good that feels to be able to get in your car and go somewhere. And I went and got my hair cut, so it's looking much better now. And that felt so good. So today is Tuesday. It is the first installment of Technique Tuesdays from A to Z. So I hope you'll join me over at the table here in just a second. And as you saw by the thumbnail, let's learn the Alpine Stitch. I did have someone who guessed that, maybe a few, so that's pretty fun. So meet me over here at the table and I'll see you in just a minute. All right, guys, it's time to get started with our Alpine Stitch. And what you want to do, depending on the project you're working on, you want to chain an odd number of chains to get started. For this sample, just to teach you the stitch, I have chained 21. And so what we're going to do to start with is we're going to go to the fourth chain of our fourth chain, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And in that fourth chain, we are going to do our first double crochet. Okay, so double crochet in that fourth chain from the hook, and then we're going to put a double crochet all the way across in every stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is a double crochet. And we're going to do this all the way down the entire length of our chain. Okay, so double crochet all the way to the end of your chain, and I'll meet you right back when we get to the end. Okay, guys, I have double crocheted all the way to the end. These stitches here where you skip to the fourth, that group of skip chains counts as a double also. And so when you get to the end and you've done your final double crochet, then you want to chain 1 and turn your work. All right, so that was row number 1. So for row 2, all we want to do is that chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So we want to go into our first stitch and do a single crochet. And then we are going to single crochet all the way down the length of our row. So that's just inserting your hook, draw, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops to make your single crochet. So we are going to single crochet all the way down the length of our row, and I will meet you back up at the end of this row. All right, guys, we are at the end of the row, and I want to remind you that that chain from the beginning where we did our fourth chain from the fourth, a double in the fourth chain from the hook, that counts as a double crochet. So you want to make sure that your last single crochet is worked in the top of that chain at the beginning that we did at the very beginning. Okay, so you want to make sure that your last stitch is in that turning chain. All right, so we have completed row 2 with our single crochets. So now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. And here's where the wonderful texture comes in with this stitch. All right, so we've done our chain 3, and the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So next we're going to do a front post double crochet, and that's 2 rows below. So we have our single crochet row, 1, 2. So what we're going to do, this one counts, so we're not working here. We're not working in the turn chain. That counts as a chain. We're going to go to this one right here. And we're going to do a front post, which is you yarn over like you're going to do a double and come down, and you go behind, put your hook behind the post of that double crochet, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then you want to bring it up and stretch it up to the height of your second row, because you don't want a lot of curling and you want it to be loose. So then we're going to just finish it like a double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is a front post double crochet. All right, so then we're going to go to the next one, and that would be this stitch right here. This is your first double. This is the stitch that was covered up by the front post, and this is your next stitch. So it's right beside the one we just made. We're going to double crochet in that next stitch. Okay, you can see how that lays out. And then we're going to yarn over, and we're going to do a front post in the next one. And you can tell which one because you're going to skip one in between each front post. This is the double crochet that we single crocheted on top of. So we're going to skip this one, and we're going to go to the next front post or double crochet and front post double on that one. So you see how we're skipping, and then we're going to, we skipped this stitch, we're going to double crochet. You can move that back and see where it covers this one. So we're going to double crochet in the next one, and that's our repeat all the way down the row. Front post double in the next, double crochet in the next, and if you need to look back, okay, I need to skip that one, go to this one, double crochet. So I'm going to repeat front post double, front post double, front post double all the way down the length of my chain until I get to the last stitch, and I'll meet you at the last stitch. Okay guys, I have done my front post and doubles all the way down. Your last stitch ends with a double crochet in the last stitch. So remember, this was your chain 1 from the single crochets, and it does not count as a stitch, so we don't go into that chain 1. We just end on a double crochet. And so we're going to, whoop, let me get my yarn in my hand. Sorry about that. We're going to chain 1 and turn, and this will be row 4. So row 4, we're just going to do a single crochet across. So remember that chain 1 does not count as a single. So we're going right into that very first stitch, and we're going to single crochet, and you're going to single crochet in every stitch across your work. Okay, and I will meet you at the end of row 4 when I have finished all my single crochets. Okay, I want you to be very careful with this, guys. We are at the end of row 4 with all of our single crochets, and your last single, because the chain 3 counts as a double crochet, your last single has to be placed in the top of that double crochet, because the chain 3 counts as a double. So you need to place that last single right in the top of that chain. All right, so for row 5, we are going to chain 3. Whoops. And we're going to turn our work. Okay. And we are going to, and I think I failed to mention this at the beginning, and I am very sorry, I apologize. I'm just using a 4 worsted weight yarn and a 5mm crochet hook. Okay, sorry that I just realized I forgot to mention that at the beginning. So row 5, we are going to, this chain counts as a double, so we're going to go into the next stitch because we need to offset these stitches a little bit. So we're going to go in the next stitch, not this first one. We're going to go in the next stitch, and we're going to place a double crochet. So you're going to have 2 double crochets at the beginning of row 5. All right, then we are going to do our front post. So not this one, but for row 5, you're going to front post around the post of the double that's in between the 2 front posts from the rows before. Okay, so we're going to go into this one that's right in between those other 2, and we're going to front post double crochet right there in the middle, in between those 2. Then, just like before, we're going to double in the next one, then go down to the post that's in between these 2 and do a front post double crochet around that one. Whoops, if I can get my hook to go in the right spot. Okay, then we're going to double crochet in the next stitch, go in between these two, and front post double crochet around that one. That's the next one. Next double crochet in the next stitch, look for these two posts and front post double crochet around the double that's in between, double crochet in the next stitch, and we're going to do this all the way down row 5 until we have 1 stitch remaining, and I'll come back and show you what to do in that last stitch. Okay guys, here we are at the end of our row. Now remember at the beginning I told you you had your chain plus we did 1 double, so we have 2 double crochets at the beginning. We need to end our row with 2 double crochets also. So I did my front post and then I did a double crochet, and we have 1 stitch still remaining, so we're going to put 1 more double crochet in that final stitch, so that this end, this side, the 2 doubles here matches the 2 doubles here. And guys, that's the Alpine stitch, and all you're going to do now is you're going to repeat rows 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that would be the next row, to repeat 2 through 5, you're going to do a single crochet row, then you're going to do a row of front post double, front post double, front post double. Then you're going to do another row of single crochet, and then your 5th row is 2 double crochets, a front post, a double, a front post, a double, a front post, and end with 2 double crochets at the end. And then you just repeat 2 through 5 until your project gets to the length that you want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a slide at the end after this portion. The next part of the video will be a slide where I have typed out the directions for rows 1 through 5, so you can have that to look back on to do your repeats. I hope you've enjoyed the Alpine stitch. It is a beautiful, beautiful stitch. It works up so quickly and beautifully, and it gives a nice, lovely texture to anything you're working on. So I would love to see projects that you've made with your Alpine stitch. You can send your pictures to my email, which will be in the description box below. And next Tuesday will be letter B. So also in the description box, I would like for you to comment and let me know what stitch you think, or what technique you think we are going to be doing next week for the letter B. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, guess what you think the next texture or technique will be for letter B, and share our channel. We are very close to 2,000 guys. So I love you. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video today. I really appreciate it very much. And let's get Critters Crochet to 2,000 subscribers. Hashtag Critters Crochet, road to 2K. So if you like this tutorial, there are lots more. So please like, comment, and subscribe to Critters Crochet. And make sure that you tap that notification bell so that you don't miss any videos when they come up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.